Welcome to the MoneyWise Channel. On this channel, we're going to talk about inspirational events and a lot of great money things. I'm going to give you my reaction to what I saw. It may leave you with some type of inspiration. That's basically what we do here. I just watch something and then I give you my opinion of it, and hopefully you enjoy what I say, and then maybe you can watch it later because a lot of people are at work, they don't get a chance to watch things, or they're busy during this pandemic or all this that's going on in the world. So I wanted to help out, put some positivity in the world, so I said I'm gonna watch things and put it out there, help people out. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm excited to do it. So today I will be speaking on and reacting to Kanye West's interview on how record deals could be more fair. I just liked the title from the rip because I thought that's an interesting thing to hear a big artist like Kanye West talk about contracts and what could be better for the next artist that's coming through. Because a lot of times once people get through, they don't never come back to try to help. Or some would say he's exposing the industry, and that could be bad business for him in the future. Because most people would just be quiet and like, I'm not going to say anything about this. I don't want my name out there. I don't want to ruffle no feathers. And clearly he decided that he was going to come back, speak on what he's been through, and not even really dog the industry, but say, how could we work together to make it better for both of us? Now, that's a great thing. When you can do a deal where it's good on both sides, nobody feels they were robbed. It's a fair exchange, no robbery. Just trying to figure out what's best. So I thought it was real interesting. So I watched it, and first thing about Kanye West, most people know, but just for those just in case, if you never heard of Kanye West, he's a music producer, a super music producer, super artist. He's a creator. He's a designer. And when I say creator and designer, I need to make sure you understand what I'm saying. He's a designer, like he's designed stuff for Louis Vuitton. He's did stuff for Adidas, Nike, the Yeezys, which is his actual brand that's under Adidas now, which was under Nike. He sold over $1 billion worth of product. He was, as a producer, he made songs for Jay-Z and Beyonce and many others. Platinum. People like Drake and Travis Scott, these big multi-platinum artists look up to him. He's amazing on many different levels. That's not even open for debate. I know some of y'all might want to debate his politics, but when it comes to his genius as far as being a creator, designer, music producer, and artist, not gonna be able to do anything with that because he's platinum and so millions of dollars plus billions of dollars of product. All those are the top shelf of all those things that he does. So if he wants to run for president, if that's the top shelf of what he think he can do, who are we to say that he can't do it? Because he's already did a whole bunch of things that you probably would have told a little boy from Chicago that he wouldn't be able to do. Now, we have to understand this before we get deeper into the actual video that I watch as I speak on it, is that before the days of today, an artist or producer would have to travel to either New York, which he did because he lived in Chicago. He traveled to New York, or he had to travel to LA to try to get to the record companies because that's where they would be at. So you either had to travel one of those places to try to get a deal. It didn't even mean you would get a deal, but you would try. You would take your little bit of money or whatever you had, and you get on the bus, get a bus ticket. Some people flew there. Some people would stay there and live on the benches in the park. Some people stay in terrible hotels. It was a million things people were doing to try to get heard in New York or LA. This is honest truth. If you do your research, you will know that. So out of all those people that would come there, you would be so excited if anybody wanted to even listen to you sing, rap, play the guitar or whatever in Times Square or wherever. So if somebody did like you and they said, okay, I'm gonna sign you to a deal, you was like, yeah, I made it. Yes, yes, yes. So you would take any deal. You're not gonna go back and forth with them, right? So what had happened in these deals a lot of times, not all of them, but a lot of times, they would end up signing all their songs away for either a small percentage or nothing, basically. And basically, these are the so-called bad deals. They basically, you wouldn't get your publishing. They would take your publishing. They would basically take your masters, and your masters are the overall that's on that sales, and they would feel like they can take that because they put the money up. And the publishing is, you wrote this song and they continue to take that money because they gave you a check up front for you to write the songs. Because remember, you came on the bus, so you barely got there in your broke car. You needed somewhere to stay in New York. New York's expensive. LA's expensive. So you just showed up and they putting all the money up for it to be made, for you to take care of you. They don't even know if you're going to have a hit or not. And once it come out, if it works out, good, but most time it doesn't. Most of the time they spend millions and just taking stuff and throwing it against the wall and seeing how it's going to work. They sign many artists every month, and most people we never hear of. If you would go look at any record company, just go look at any record company, major company, and you will see so many people signing. You're like, who are these people that sign on this website? I've never heard of these people. All those people got big deals, either from, it's some usually like $800 million behind their thing. They might not get that money to themselves. They get 5-10% of that money up front, but they're pushing a lot of money behind these artists and they're trying to get it back. Now, the problem comes in where you get like a Kanye West that actually does good. So they have to, what they do is they end up using a lot of his money that he's bringing in to push the other artists and try to find new artists, if that makes sense, because he's one of the bigger artists. So Kanye West explains in the video that he was signed to 10 different contracts. Now, each one of these contracts, he was given millions of dollars up front, but he doesn't own anything. And that's what's driving him crazy. So let's look at this. Record deals from the past basically was this. They give you upfront money, you sign over your rights, and you need to recoup all your money back before they would give you anything. The funny part is you only recoup out of the amount that you sign for. So if you sign for 10% of the dollar, out of every dollar, you get 10 cents. And whenever they recoup that money, it's got to come out of your 10 cents. And once your 10 cents adds up to whatever they gave you, then we can talk about if you can get out the contract or start to receive money again. Now, it's different now because now you can promote yourself on the internet. You can book your own shows. You can set everything else yourself. You also can distribute through the internet with so many different companies out there. You can distribute yourself and they'll take a little percentage, or you can pay a certain amount up front, and then they'll just go ahead and just distribute it for you all over the internet. So it just comes down to what works best for you. Most people say fair or unfair. I say it's up to you. If you're the type of person that can put the time in, you got finance, got the capital to push it, try it yourself. If you have a network, if you don't have no network, you don't have no finance, you're hurting out here, but you do have talent, hey, you might have to take the other route. I'm not even saying that's promise, but that's something you could try. I say it's just like the NBA, the NFL, any of those type of positions. You could go start your own league, or you can go with the NFL. You can start your own basketball league, or go with try to get in the NBA. It's up to you. But whatever you do, you have to ask yourself, is it worth complaining about once you make your decision? You got to trust yourself for whatever you do and come out on the other side. You know, I seen an interview where Rick Ross said it had been 10 years before he really saw any money. So it's just a game, but we all know where he ended up at. He's doing very well. So, you know, my thing is, stay excited about life and whatever you do. I'm going to continue to be dropping more videos to inspire you. You know, faith without works is dead. Remember, keep your eyes out for the small things as you're doing the big things. Like and subscribe to this channel, MoneyWise Channel, for more wisdom in the future. And always remember this too: the plans may change, but the goals stay the same. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Yeah.